Welcome to another episode, everyone. Let's get right into it. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Now let's jump into it. Donald J. Trump was abused, humiliated by Bad Bunny in front of everyone. Let's get right into this one.
Singer-songwriter Bad Bunny, one of the largest celebrities in the world, just called out ICE at the 68th Grammys Awards and got a standing ovation in front of millions of viewers. He is using his star power, his leverage, to hold this administration accountable. This is after weeks of people protesting in negative 10-degree weather. This is after weeks of the administration trying to lie to our faces about what we saw on video. And now we are finally inching towards accountability because public pressure can turn into leverage, especially ahead of a contested election. Jared Schultz points out, Bad Bunny just called for ICE to stop harassing our communities after winning a Grammy. Woke is back. You see people protesting en masse. You see celebrities speaking out like Bad Bunny and Bruce Springsteen wrote a new song for Renee Nicole Good and for Alex Preddy. People care. People are showing up. And just yesterday.
Yes, and I must say, and I've already, let me preface what I'm about to say with saying this, that I've already been called racist in the comments or what have you, biased, bigoted, all of this, that is what this channel is about, racial politics, basically. A race monger I am, of sorts, they say. Nevertheless, say what you want and feel how you will. Understand this, that when you are here, you might as well click off now. Unsubscribe or get the hell out. Because when you are here on this channel, I'm going to call out the hypocrisy and the barbaric history that is America and how people have benefited and continue to benefit from the barbarism of America. Now, this is Adam Mockler, shout out to him, and I'm not here to debate him or have any sort of conflict with him or go against him. I'm using his content, if you will, to react to right now. I could have obviously got this Bad Bunny footage. It was just at the Grammys last night, I believe, and reacted to that myself. But I wanted to touch on what Adam just said as well. When I looked over this a little while ago, and which is, and he's going to say a couple other things, but he just said that Bruce Springsteen wrote a song for Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy. Rest in peace to those two individuals, and shout out to Bruce Springsteen for writing a song for those two individuals. However, I want everyone to bear in mind that Keith Porter Jr. also lost his life on December 31st of 2025. And you hardly ever hear a word about that because it's just business as usual. No one cared then and they do not care now in the same way that they've never cared when Black people have lost their lives out here at the hands of police, which are now can be considered ICE agents. They are of the same ilk, the same vein, doing the work of the government as the police have been out here doing for centuries as it relates to my people. And no songs have been written about it. And even now he disincludes, unless I'm wrong, Adam Mockler here did not mention Keith Porter Jr. Perhaps Bruce Springsteen did in his song. I don't know. He just said that he wrote a song about Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy. He did not mention Keith Porter Jr. That does not mean that Bruce Springsteen did not in his song. But my guess would be if he did, that he would have said that as well. In fact, I'm not sure if I have ever heard even Adam Mockler here mention Keith Porter Jr.'s name or any of these other celebrities. a lot of the excuse is that they say that Keith Porter was shooting a gun into the air when he was murdered. We don't know the logistics or the facts of the case. Regardless of the fact he lost his life, that's for sure, and he was not shooting at any officer or any ICE agent at that time. He did not pose a threat to anyone, any direct or deliberate threat. And the fact of the matter is, and even white people have been calling this out all around the country, some, a very few, select few, that America is only outraged now and perturbed and have been off-put with ICE because they see themselves in Alex Preddy and Renee Nicole Good, and they think that, hell, if it can happen to them, it can happen to me. Oh no, ICE is out of control now. Y'all done lost your mind. In fact, there was a post just made recently by a white woman who had said in her post, can we just get back to the old police brutality? You know, like this is enough, you know, killing white people. Can we get back to y'all killing black people was what she meant. I mean, people were outraged about the post. I don't necessarily know why. People are surprised when they hear this sort of stuff, that this is how these individuals feel. It does not surprise me, but it always ceases or never ceases to amaze me how it surprises so many black people. You know, hello, do you know anything about the history of this country? Why are you so shocked? At any rate, the outrage that these people now exhibit over Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy, and again, rest in peace to them, they never exhibited for Keith Porter or Michael Brown, let's say, who was not shooting a weapon into the air, or Tamir Rice, who was 12 years old and had a BB gun. They didn't have this same outrage for them. They didn't have the same outrage for Trayvon Martin. We did, but they did not. And we kept telling them that this is how this country is, and that we couldn't walk down the street or drive down the street without having our lives threatened. And they thought that it was a game and that it was a hoax and that we were playing victim and over-exaggerating. And only now that the chickens are coming home to roost to them and their own ilk, their own kind, do they feel the outrage, the pain that we've been feeling for centuries. I'm not saying that what happened to these two individuals was right. It was wrong. I'm only saying that what has been happening to us in this country is also wrong, and they don't speak out about it. They're not out protesting vehemently about it when it happens to us. Only when it's happened to Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy, and then have the wherewithal, the unmitigated gall to tell black people to come out and protest as well. And then get upset when we do not, when we told you that this is what it was like for us, and you had nary a care about it. Well, no. And I'm sorry, you continue to mention those two individuals, as you should, Alex Preddy and Renee Nicole Good. And I'm going to continue to mention Keith Porter Jr. and make sure you understand that his life mattered as well. His life matters as well. He deserved to be here as well. And every time you disinclude him in your conversation, when you do content or when you write a song or when you protest or when you hold a sign with Alex Preddy's name on there or Renee Nicole's Good name on there, and you don't have his name on there, and you don't have him inside of the song, and you don't have him in your content, then you're saying that his life did not matter, at least as not as much as those two matter. And I'm here to tell you that you're dead wrong. Say what you want to say about that. Call me what you want to call.
On Saturday, you saw multiple shock elections happen in the state of Texas where Democrats gained power in strong Trump districts. People are changing their minds. Let's listen to Bad Bunny. I also want to point out Bad Bunny is slated to be the main performer at Super Bowl's halftime show in less than a month. In just a few weeks from now, the Super Bowl halftime show will.
And of course, people are very upset about Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. They were making videos and comments and saying that only an American should be performing at the Super Bowl. We'll get into that some more, these hypocrites. You do understand that you migrated over here. You are immigrants as well. This is not your native land. Hell, you're native to nothing, in fact. But this is certainly not your native land. In fact, the Mexicans were here before you, and you came and pulverized and pillaged and took the land from them. While you keep telling them to go back where they came from, they were here before you. You go back where the hell you came from.
Feature Bad Bunny, who may have a similar message at America's most beloved event. Take a look at this clip. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the Adam Mockler feed, whether you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube. It helps a lot. Thank you.
Before I say thanks to God, I'm gonna say eyes out.
Get out of here, Ice. You spineless pieces of trash. Get y'all ass out of here. Not gonna keep putting up with your shit, Ice. I promise you the people are not.
We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans. Also, I want to say to the people, I know it's tough to know, not to hate on these days. And I was thinking, sometime we get contaminados. I don't know how to say that in English. The hate get more powerful with more hate. The only thing that is more powerful than hate is love. So,
spoken like a true individual who knows nothing about the history of this country and the type of people that he are dealing with. They have no love. They have no conscience. You can continue to try to plead to their conscience and to their better half and to their sensibilities and to their humanity. You're talking to deaf ears. You might as well talk to a wall. Look at your hand and just talk to your damn hand. That's what you may as well do. I get where you're coming from, brother, but I just know better than to continue to try to plead with these people. We've been doing that for hundreds of years to no avail. It's been futile because they have no conscience. They have no heart, no humanity. And it's hard for people with humanity to understand how another human being can walk around the planet Earth without any. I get it. And so they make pleas like this and say that love, let's love each other. That's stronger than hate. And I believe in love. Believe me, I do. And I believe that hatred should go. But I'm just saying that that's what I believe. That the people that he's talking to and asking this of, they do not believe that.
please, we need to be different. If we fight, we have to do it with love. We don't hate.
No, man, no. That's not going to get it. The sooner you understand that, the sooner my people understand that, the better off we'll freaking be. No, you don't need to fight hatred with love. You need to fight hatred with strength. My objective is freedom. My objective is not peace. I want peace, but not at the cost of my freedom. My primary goal my primary objective is to obtain complete and wholesome freedom here in this country. So if someone asks me, don't you want peace? I say, no, I want freedom. But don't you want peace? So you want violence? No, what I want is freedom. And however I have to get that freedom is what I am willing to do. Because I'm not hell-bent and hung up on this peace nonsense. This is what keeps people docile and acquiescent. No. The hell with that. What I want is freedom. What he should want and what he does want is freedom for his people. But what he needs to understand is that he's not going to get it with these type of speeches. I understand what he's doing. You think Trump gives a damn? Do you think Trump cares as one word about this man saying all of this stuff about ICE and we're human beings and we're not animals? You think Trump just said, you know what? He's right. I've been wrong this whole damn time, calling them rapists and criminals and murderers and the scum of the earth. I've been so wrong. He's right. They're not. I've been calling them animals. He's right. They're not animals. What was I thinking? I'm going to do a press conference tomorrow and change my mind and say, no, you know what? I've been wrong. They're not that. No. These people are sick. They will continue to believe this about you, regardless of the speech that you give here. I understand the speech, but let's stop imploring people to fight this hatred with all of this damn love. Not me. No, sir. Too many of my people have been dangling, left dangling. The stuff that they did to Emmett Till, no, sir. I'm not fighting that barbarity with love. You cannot. You'll lose. You'll be a victim. As many individuals by the millions have found out the hard way.
Them. We love our people, we love our family, and that's the way to do it. With love. Don't forget that, please. Thank you.
What a beautiful, beautiful message. He says at the beginning, we are not savages, we are not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans. And you see how ICE has been treating people, not only people who are non-citizens or undocumented, but a 7-year-old got pepper sprayed at a protest earlier. And when I saw this video, it really reminded me, when I saw his speech, it really reminded me of this video, because you see a 7-year-old crying after getting pepper sprayed, and you see the sign that the 7-year-old made as well. And the sign that the 7-year-old made had a heart on it, multiple hearts. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She drew a dozen different hearts on the sign because she came with love. She loves people who are in this country and want to make it better. And yet she gets pepper sprayed by people who are hateful, who want to disperse the protesters. So that's part of Bad Bunny's message, and I really do appreciate that. You see celebrities speaking out en masse. Andrew Schultz went viral yesterday for speaking out against ICE. Now, this one is different. Bad Bunny is a part of an affected community. He is a minority. Andrew Schultz, in this case, is somebody who enabled and allowed Donald Trump on his platform and is now running with his tail tucked.
Exactly, because you voted for Trump, Schultz. This guy voted for Trump. Now he's trying to turn against Trump and say, the same thing all these maggots been saying, that they didn't know Trump was going to be like this. He just did a video saying he didn't know Trump policies were going to come out like this. This is not what he voted for. No, this is what you voted for. You had Trump on your show. You supported him wholeheartedly. Now he's changing his tune like many other MAGA maggots once they see Trump is running the country into the damn dirt. No. Keep the same energy. Stand on your vote, man. Now he wants to call Trump out. Let's see. I'll get to him.
Behind his legs because he realizes it might be bad for his revenue.
So let's talk about what happened in Minneapolis. ICE murdered an American citizen in cold blood, and then the Trump administration called him a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like plain and simple.
Yeah.
I see the administration trying to spin it, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't even have a moment where they're like, hey, we're reviewing the footage. We're going to try to see what's really happening. all of them, Trump and all the cronies, put out collective statements that immediately blamed an American citizen that was exercising his First and Second Amendment rights. Right? He has the right to protest. He has the right to carry a firearm. He's a legal gun owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no question about this whatsoever. And the administration immediately comes out and they try to gaslight the public, which you cannot do when we have 15 different videos of what happened.
Yes.
And
that is what they do, though.
but that is what they do.
Yeah.
And I think that governments have probably been doing this for centuries, millennia. And now you have a public that is armed with phones and we can see what actually fucking happened. And you're not going to just lie to us, plain and simple. Like,
What he's saying is true. The government has always historically lied. But dude, the lying that's happening in this administration is unprecedented in modern American history. This
No, it is not. And I'm so shocked. Actually, I'm not. I'm being facetious. That this guy is so shocked. I think this has been going on for centuries. You think? We've been telling you for centuries. Yes, it's been going on, just not to you publicly. So you haven't cared. You voted for Trump. Now you care about it. And once again, all he's mentioning in reference for his statements is Alex Preddy. He mentions his First and Second Amendment rights, that he has a right to protest. He has a right to carry a firearm. So did Keith Porter Jr. That's the whole point. But you don't care. You didn't then, you don't now. You only care about Alex Preddy and Renee Nicole Good because you see yourselves in them. You feel like, hell, this can be me or my son or my father or my brother. But as long as it's Tamir Rice, Adam talks about the 7-year-old that was sprayed. I feel bad for her. I'm sure she probably caught some spray, I'm guessing. They didn't walk up to her and spray her. There's no damn way. Tamir's Rice sister, yes. But her, no. She just happened to catch a little bit of it. She's 7 years old and should not have been maced. But do understand that Tamir Rice was 12 years old when they took him out and shot him, not with mace, but with a firearm, and took his life. And he was 12 years old. So while everyone is so outraged and this is just not America, no, this is so America. This is so American. Spraying a 7-year-old and killing unarmed protesters, killing right to bear arms protesters. This is the American way. Oh, you just didn't know it. You just didn't care until it began to affect you. When it was George Floyd and Alton Sterling, you didn't care. Got it. Eric Gardner, oh yeah, they all had it coming. In some way, you find a way to justify their gruesome deaths. But now, when these two get murdered, you want to go and write songs and talk about how outrageous it is, how outrageous America is, how outrageous Trump is, how outrageous ICE is, when we've been telling you that the police have been doing this to us and you've witnessed it. You've bore witness for the past 15, 20 years with the technology now and the phones and the cameras and all of that. You've bore witness to these gruesome, unjustifiable homicides committed against Black people in this country. And you said nothing. You stood silent the entire time. So get out of here with your selective outrage.
This administration will lie to our eyes right before the investigation even begins, right after Alex Preddy is assassinated, and say that he is a domestic terrorist. They are pepper spraying 7-year-olds, detaining 5-year-olds, breaking the ribs of 79-year-olds, and that's why Bad Bunny had to come out and say, ICE needs to stop harassing our communities. We're not savages. Stop treating people like savages. You know, there is a middle ground here too. If somebody is here and has committed a slew of crimes, and they came here through the wrong way, they are undocumented and have committed crime after crime after crime in a violent way, sure, you can deport people like that. But the Trump administration...
Well, y'all need to get a whole lot of buses and get y'all ass on them and get the hell out of here, because that's exactly what you did. You came over here as an immigrant, talking about Europeans, committed crime after crime, killing and pillaging and taking these people's land and their country and their minerals and their resources and took it over. So you said people like this need to be deported. All of y'all need to get on a damn bus and get the hell out.
Is not doing that. They are reallocating funds towards people who are here to have a better life. They are reallocating funds towards farm workers, towards parents and grandparents and abuelas. Literally, 80-year-old grandmas getting deported and separated for zero reason, never able to see their family again. And that is why Bad Bunny's message is so strong today. I really do think this could be a tipping point, a turning point, so to speak. You know, the Epstein files show that this administration lacks transparency. The economic numbers obviously aren't doing too well, but it wasn't until the shooting of Alex Preddy, really the shooting of Renee Nicole Good was the catalyst. But after Alex Preddy, that one broke through to so many of my apolitical friends. People like Andrew Schultz. I wouldn't even call him apolitical. He interviewed Trump, but he's more of a comedian. He's a famous comedian podcaster who now wades in on politics, and he changed his mind on Trump within 1 year. And spoiler alert, it's only going to get worse. Bad Bunny spoke at the Grammys, used his leverage.
I don't mean to belabor the point. But once again, so this is what changed Andrew Schultz's mind on Trump. Those two. Alex Preddy, Renee Nicole Good was the catalyst. And then Alex Preddy, it just even influenced his apolitical friends to say this is enough. All the other killings that's been happening, his apolitical friends ain't gave a damn. They ain't spoke out. They still supported Trump. When Trump talking about giving all the police immunity that was out here killing black people, they loved it. They supporting Trump. Let me just stop on all of that, though, because I'll be going and going. Let me just stop.
To call out this administration, used his star power to hold them accountable, and is going to do it again at the Super Bowl, likely causing a massive backlash. But this isn't where all of the work is done. A lot of the work will come down to us organizing, going out there and busting our ass to vote, make sure we have our friends and family voting, make sure we are protesting, having our voice heard, continuing to spread our message in a unified way. This, along with the general strike, along with the leverage gained by Congress, along with Democrats threatening to impeach Kristi Noem, all of this in unison will work together to give us leverage and show the American people who is fighting for them. So I love you all. Continue.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Damn all that. We've been out fighting long enough. I've been trying to tell y'all what was going on. Now everybody want to fight in unison and all that once these two lose their lives. No. And this video wasn't necessarily about that. It started off being about Bad Bunny humiliating Trump. But no, these people not just about to continue, these content creators and whomever else, glossing over Keith Porter Jr. and every other black life that has been lost just even recently in this country. But it's been going on forever, but the more prominent names that you've heard recently because of the technology, the cameras and these things being recorded. And it's not the same level of outrage. Hell, there's none when it happens to the so-called minorities in this country. And I say so-called because worldwide, the darker peoples of the world are not the minorities. In fact, they're the vast majority. I don't understand why they don't get this concept and disallow this sort of tyranny in their lives. Nevertheless, let me know what you think in the comments. 7-year-old maced, sprayed up. Bad Bunny calls out Trump and says we need to fight hatred with love and that they're not animals, and he wants ICE out. Stay safe and stay free, people.